They say my book Safe Book became an overnight bestseller because almost every person out there could relate to the raw pain inside it. People constantly ask if it was based on a real-life incident. Truth is, it was inspired by the single most regretful day of my life. It all goes back to how our story ended. I remember a time when things were completely reversed. Back then, I was the one who made her wait. I was always the late one, sleeping in, making excuses. She would call me at night, upset because I hadn't come home, and I would just rush her off the phone, saying, "I'm in a meeting, talk later, love you, bye," before hanging up. I left her alone night after night, treating her presence like a guarantee. It had become a toxic routine. But with time, habits change. And people change. 5 long years after our breakup, here we were, sitting across from each other again. It all started just 2 minutes ago. She had asked me to meet at a quiet cafe after coming across a quote in a book. It said, "When two people are together, they laugh, fight, and make memories, without ever realizing what they're slowly destroying. And only years later, when the damage is done, do they wake up to the weight of their choices." She apologized when we sat down, though I quickly told her she didn't need to. Locandwilla, CD3, those long, endless agreements, the dusty roads. I caught myself rambling, making awkward small talk just to fill the suffocating silence. "Sorry, I'm just taking up your time." "I don't mind," she replied quietly. Honestly, seeing her updates on social media over the years was one thing, but sitting across from her in real life felt completely surreal. She looked different. Thinner, a bit fragile, but undeniably stunning. Every answer she gave made me realize how little I understood the damage I'd caused back then. I tried to play it cool, wearing a simple t-shirt, trying to act casual. I even tried to throw in a flirty joke just to lighten the air. "You know, this car doesn't suit you anymore," I joked awkwardly. "Must be hard to admit." She didn't laugh. Seeing her right in front of me brought back a flood of heavy memories, stalking her profile, remembering every small detail. "How have you been?" I asked, desperately trying to break the tension. "I heard you're planning to do an MBA? Acting, BSc, MSc, and now an MBA? How are you even going to manage all of that?" "I'll manage," she said coldly. "You used to talk like making me quit acting was doing me a favor anyway." Her words hit me like a splash of cold water. I sat there, watching my past face me directly. Sometimes, your past is so heavy, so overwhelming, that no matter how much you want to fix your mistakes, you just freeze. The waiter arrived with our drinks. Hers was a fresh lime soda. I tried to use it to soften the mood. "I got this for you. Want to try something new?" "I'm not hungry," she said dryly, downing the drink in one go as if washing away every memory we ever shared. "Where's your head at?" she asked, noticing me staring. "You just seem way too confident today," I blurted out. "Is that a problem?" "No, it's just, I've never seen you this confident before." "Well, sorry to disappoint," she said, facing the side window. "So, are we going to talk about something else? Or are we just going to sit here with this weird vibe?" "It's not just today," I admitted, my voice dropping. "I've felt this distance for a while." "Were you in a relationship after me? Did you move on?" "We can flirt with people," she said, staring straight into my eyes. "We can make others feel special. But a simple sorry cannot bridge the massive gaps created by years of mistakes. Saying sorry gets you nothing." "I thought things were getting normal between us again," I said, unable to hide the guilt consuming me. "I thought we were getting back to how we used to be. If I was wrong in the past, tell me. Give me something." "I have a lot to say," she whispered. "Then tell me. How can you act this normal after everything we went through?" She froze. The composure she had maintained completely shattered, and years of unexpressed pain flooded her eyes. "Normal?" Her voice cracked, trembling with raw emotion. "You think I'm normal?" For 5 whole years, 5 years, every single morning, I woke up expecting a good morning text from you. Every night, I waited for a good night. You think today feels strange to you? Every single day of my life for the last 5 years has felt 100 times worse than what you are feeling right now. I sat there frozen, unable to look her in the eye. Look at me, she whispered, a tear finally escaping down her cheek. Look at the dark circles under my eyes. Look at how broken I became after you left. I'd walk out of meetings crying while everyone watched. I'd laugh hysterically for no reason. I kept every single text message from you saved, and I read them for hours. Her words sliced right through me. I wanted to reach out, but I knew I didn't deserve to comfort her. After you blocked me on Facebook, I created fake profiles just to see where you were, what you were doing, if you were happy, she continued, her voice steadying. Whenever someone asked me for help, your phone number was still the first one my fingers almost typed out. Every time I chatted with you recently, I fooled myself into believing that maybe, just maybe, we'd end up together again. That I'd be happy like I used to be. She stopped, lowering her eyes to her hands before meeting mine one last time. So today, before coming here, I forced myself to stand in front of the mirror. The exact same mirror where I stood in 2019, right after you kissed me for the first time. Back then, I was crying like a fool because I was so happy, and you wrapped your arms around me and promised you would never leave me, no matter what. A tear rolled down her cheek, but her posture remained firm. After we broke up, I couldn't glance into that mirror for 5 years. I didn't have the courage. But today, before leaving the house, I finally stood there. I dressed up, I looked at myself, and for the very first time in 5 years, I realized I deserve better. You might not have been my first, but to me, you were my last. And today, I am finally setting myself free. She stood up slowly, picking up her purse. Thanks for meeting me today, she said softly. You can't fix your past, but you can definitely work on your present. Don't take it personally, but I don't need this stress anymore. I'm leaving. I sat alone at the table, completely motionless, watching her walk out of the cafe. As she stepped into the sunlight, she looked more beautiful, radiant, and truly happy than any picture she had ever posted online. I wasn't watching the woman I loved leave. I was watching the woman I broke finally become free. Thank you for listening. If you relate to these feelings, join our family at Emotional Diary by subscribing. Like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments.